Hi everyone, I'm Brent Kelley with the Stoker Con 2017 Video Squad, here today with Guignard, who is a horror author and editor, as well as the person behind this year's Stoker Con Souvenir Book. And thanks for stopping by and have a chat with me, Eric.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to chat about horror and literature.
So as far as this souvenir book goes, what can we expect from that?
Well, this is the second time I've edited a convention souvenir book, and I basically treat it like an anthology. I try to get unique, interesting material that people are going to enjoy and they're going to learn something. It has a combination of fiction work excerpts from the authors, whether from their novels or short stories, as well as interviews, essays, kind of a lot of the little nuts and bolts of what goes on for Stoker Con, things that people might kind of look at and say, oh, that's really interesting, something I didn't know.
So what was it like corresponding with the guests of honor?
Oh, it was such a blast. A couple of them I've chatted with in the past, so it's great to have the opportunity when you already have a kind of a working relationship. And then there were some new guests on there that this was just a great opportunity to be able to talk with them, interact with them. I can tell my grandkids, hey, I got to speak with Elizabeth Hand, and we emailed, and really, really exciting. Unfortunately, I never got to work with George R.R. Martin. He was the one guest. He was just too busy. His people wouldn't get back. So I'm a big Martin fan. But everybody else was great to work with.
So what were some of the challenges that are involved putting together a book like this?
Some of the challenges, I used to work in a lot of sales and project management, so it's really a lot of organization, and I kind of treated it like almost like it's a project management issue, that I have a lot of people involved. I don't want to just have my own voice in the souvenir book. That would get rather dull fast. I wanted to involve a lot of different voices. I wanted diversity. I wanted different opinions. I wanted to get as many people really involved in the project as I could. So that it entailed not only communicating with the guests themselves and obtaining kind of a significant amount of material, as far as just the right photograph that's in the proper resolution for print, as well as the copyright information, who gets credit, the story. I have to get approval from the publisher to reprint it. While they're busy, I have to have a follow-up schedule. I got to work with the interviewers, the layout. There's probably about 20 or 30 different people that really have touched this book. So it's a lot of kind of management and setting, expectations and deadlines and kind of staying on people to make sure that everybody is moving at a reasonable pace, or at least fast enough to meet our print deadline.
So who are some of your little helpers on this book?
I have interviews from J.G. Faherty, Kevin Wetmore, Ramsey Campbell did a great interview for Peter Crowther, Kate Mayanara, several others, as well as different kind of non-fiction articles, updates. Jason Brock is putting together kind of a timeline and memory of those authors who passed last year, which unfortunately was a pretty massive list. A necrology, as Stephen Jones puts in his books as well.
Is that something that you would like carry around with you, and get all these fancy authors to sign at the convention, or is that kind of
some people do. This is a complimentary book. It's given to all of the guests. Every person who pays for a membership at Stoker Con and visits, they'll get their own goodie bag, or also known as a swag bag, which are filled with giveaways, books, pens, markers, and then the souvenir book, which it should turn out to be a pretty nice book, over 300 pages. And personally, I love collecting autographs from authors that I admire. It's a chance to bring something back that's personalized. So if for people who don't have the opportunity to bring in books from every one of the authors and the guests of honor, this one souvenir book has every person who's there included in some way.
Now, is that bound in human skin or?
I wanted to. I wanted to get it with actual pop-ups with organs and bones coming out of it, but unfortunately, with the budget cuts, it's just, old-fashioned paper mill.
Yeah. Maybe next year we can get something like that.
A Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, like how you think.
Crowdfunding will support it. They'll support anything.